Hello, everyone, and welcome into this awesome episode. You are not going to want to miss a second of this action-packed video preview for our live sale on this coming Tuesday, November 18th at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. To register for the sale, please go over to the bullyruncoffee website, and there it is right there. This is officially the vault sale round 2. The last vault sale we had just a few months ago was absolutely incredible. It was a white glove sale. We sold 100 of 100 lots. Also in this sale will be a 65 lot local seller. It is a consignment of an estate. And guess what? I took every single piece, including 5 Native American rugs and an incredible vintage squash blossom. It was purchased in 1973. It was $1,050 in 1973. And guess what? It comes with its original fitted presentation box and all of its original receipts. You will not want to miss this sale. Loads of 14 karat gold, fine gemstones, squash blossom, diamonds, ruby, sapphire, pearls, jade, silver. All items are buy it now fixed price. It is fast and fun, and we welcome you in. So again, if you're asking, where do I do these sales? Go over to YouTube in the search box and please type in Bully Run, all one word, and then a separate word, coffee. Hit the search and you'll find Jeremy's channel. Please subscribe to his channel and get registered as soon as possible. You will not want to miss this sale. And again, for registrations, there it is. There is the website, just as easy as can be, and we welcome all of you in. Now, I've said it before, and I'll say it again. We love having a large crowd there on Tuesday night, so please tell a friend. Even if you're not interested in purchasing items, it's a great way to be educated on current price and desirability of jewelry in the marketplace today. We do not just stay in one genre. We do not just stay in Native American or sterling silver. We cross all different eras and materials, and that's the way I've done my business for 30 years, and I'm not going to stop now. So the light box is completely loaded with a lot of the items that we're going to be selling. A lucite bracelet that I made, 2 or 3 Native American bracelets that are early, Tahitian pearl earrings, a fabulous 18 karat gold and pearl ring, Rose de France earrings in 14 karat gold, a natural gold nugget, a peridot necklace in gold, a fabulous aquamarine in 14 karat gold. Many of these pieces have actually hit my previous videos, and this week I will tell you and be so thankful to all of you. The last video that I did, titled A Failed Relationship, got a record number of views. It's almost at 7,000 views in just a few days. That was over 100% increase, and YouTube sent me a thing and said, keep doing what you're doing. You're doing fantastic. So thank you all so much for watching that video. You'll see many of those pieces from that video in this collection being sold live on Tuesday night. Here is that gigantic European cut diamond cluster ring in a natural gold nugget form. Look at that incredible 14 karat gold. Because I have so many things to get through, please go over to get current sizes and also approximate weights of the gemstones. Jeremy will be doing a preview later on this evening on Bully Run. It airs at about 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So if you want additional information on the size of these pieces, I could not find my mandrel to save my life today. So I only have 7 of them, but I couldn't even find one of them. Solid 14 karat white gold, kunzite, set east-west with the diamond border. Incredible 14 karat gold mounting on that ring. Also, one of the incredible and handsome 6 diamond band ring. I have one with 5 diamonds. I decided to bring the one with 6 diamonds on. It is a comfort fit band. It is absolutely wonderful. The diamonds are fantastic, and it is very unisex. Perfect for a holiday gift. Everything that you see is going to come in the boxes in which they are displayed. These are the Rose de France earrings, and look at the way those stones are faceted. Absolutely incredible. Where did that little fuzzy come from? I don't want to say, because you know I'll get in trouble. I love getting in trouble on YouTube. I've just decided that I think I'm going to start a whole new channel. Did I say channel? I actually combined camel and channel together. I'm going to actually start a new channel, and it's going to be Getting in Trouble with Jason is what it's going to be called. I'm really good at it, so why change now? Solid 14 karat gold, Rose de France, absolutely gorgeous, really incredible earrings there. Let me move that box out of the way. So you'll be getting all the boxes. Oh, I can't delay on this one. This is one of the most popular of all the rings in my videos lately. It's this incredible aquamarine. And yes, I'm bringing it Tuesday night. I said to myself, you know what? I'm going to give it a chance to sell on YouTube before I sell it local. These are all amazing diamonds, and look at the scintillation of those stones. And the central aquamarine is just incredible. Solid 14 karat white gold. Again, more specifics on Jeremy's channel tonight, so you got to race over and you have to see Jeremy's video. Look at this for bezel set diamonds, 18 karat gold. This had been in a video a long time ago, and I had to get a diamond replaced. And let me see if I can figure out which one it was. It was one of these on the very end, and I don't know which I had replaced, but I had it replaced, and look at the way this is constructed in solid 18 karat gold. A very, very kind viewer out there said that they found a brooch that was the same way, that was actually Tiffany and Company. This one is signed on the inside. It is solid 18 karat gold. It's very heavy, so be prepared for a little bit of a steep price, because my, all I can say is incredible. It's the best of its kind, and it's an honor to bring such pieces on, and I own every single thing in this portion of the vault sale. I personally own. None of these items are consignment, and none of these items were, found for me. I went out and pounded the pavement and found all these items, and I'm very proud of that fact. This is a wonderful classic diamond line bracelet. Incredible diamonds. And in the next video, in Jeremy's video, you won't get up close on the items because we'll be showing them camera down on the tabletop. But look at the dazzle and sparkle. I have to take that out of the box. And you know what? Sometimes it does take a little bit more time for these videos, and I don't mind. I really, really don't. I don't want to ever sound frustrated or ungrateful. And there's a close-up of my Band-Aid. I was making this ring the other day, and I actually have a pressure blister from my file. I was so aggressively making this, and yes, I'll do a long feed video on my new ring. Everyone's been asking, please do a long feed video on your ring, and I said, okay, I will. But there's a close-up. Everyone that's wanted to see it close up, there you go. Yeah, I just got that done the other day. I've been wanting to make that ring for 27 and a half years, and it's finally home. I'm very, very grateful for it. So solid 14 karat yellow gold, really magnificent craft on the clasp here. Let me push that together. Very strong bond, very, very thick gold. Look how they spared no expense with that bracelet. Really amazing. Let's get that out of the light box and over there. Oh, everyone asked for this antique ring. That's a created ruby, so that is a synthetic ruby, and those are all channel set diamonds. And what's incredible about this ring is it's a mixture of gold, and those diamonds are rose cut, but they're cushion shaped rose cut. I've never seen diamonds cut that way. And let me get the fuzz out from underneath my hands over here, because my hands are awfully dirty today. I should have cleaned them before I hopped into the light box, but I was just thrilled to get this video done. These are inside, outside, over 2 karat black diamond sterling silver earrings, and there's that wonderful kind of trigger release there that you have to push that down and then get the mechanism lined up, and then they lock in place, so you have to push this down to get them on and off. But look at those for inside, outside black diamond earrings. Really incredibly well done. I absolutely love them. Let me clean off my hands yet again. I have so much dirt on my hands today. These are what I believe to be Tahitian pearl. A lot of dialogue online about Tahitian versus South Sea. I believe these to be Tahitian. Look at the size and the luster of these. Absolutely natural. You see the tiny little blemishes. That says, hello, I am a natural pearl, likely cultured. 14 karat yellow gold post and friction back. And let me pause to move all these items forward. Be right back. And of course, I forgot to thank all of you for watching this video. I really do appreciate the views on the channel, so thank you so, so much. And if I sound more centered and more focused, it's because I am. I realized I was getting all keyed up because being around beautiful things makes me go bonkers. This is a wonderful natural gold nugget, and I decided to put this in because a lot of ladies have requested gifts for their gentlemen friends, and I thought, what a cool thing to have a historical gold nugget. Really awesome. I thought that was great. Here is the heirloom diamond ring, and this is the heirloom diamond ring from one of the videos. Look at that ocean wave in solid 14 karat yellow gold, and look how thick the shank system is. I always tell you, be careful when you purchase rings. Always ask the sellers to show you the profile so you could see how well made they are crafted. You get what you pay for. This ring should never wear out. You want to retip the prongs occasionally, but look how well made this ring is with all heirloom diamonds that were inherited and then put into this wave kind of asymmetrical design. Again, for carat weights and ring sizes, please go over to the Bully Run preview later on today at 6 p.m. This is just a quick show and tell of what's going to be there. Incredible cameo. So many of people have asked for more cameos. I love the border on this, and I loved her face, and I said we're bringing her on. And of course, the highly sought after cushion cut amethyst, solid 18 karat gold applied spheres, and look at that beautiful handmade chain. Incredible insert and box clasp, and there's the signature right there, 925 18 karat gold. There's the maker's mark. Really magnificent craft and construction. I love that very directional and very sensual shape of this. I don't know, it's just great. Comes in that box as well. Let's scoot these forward. Someone said bring on some of your best Native American in your collection, and I said not a problem, I'll do it. Sand cast or tufa cast, very early, very early Native American bracelet. I left all the original oxidation on the surface. Absolutely incredible. Smaller size wrist on this, so if you're about a size 6-inch wrist, that's going to work for you. It never fit me, and that's the only reason why I decided to sell it. This I picked up at the Maumee Antique Mall. This is the incredibly early petrified wood, fabulous cabochon bracelet, Native American Navajo construction, very early stamping, and look at the inside where they chisel cut this to open this up with the cold chisel that is not sawn with a jeweler saw, that is actually hammered and chiseled apart. There is one little separation between one of the bands, but you do not see that from the front of the cuff. No other work hardening here where you would normally see fractures or crystalline metal that makes it weak. Please do not adjust these back and forth. Please don't pull on your cuff bracelets. Put them into their position and leave them alone. You rock it on and you rock it off. You don't pull on this every single time. If you do, you'll continue to break them. As you remember in the video, this was completely dipped in some sort of liquid cleaner, and I re-oxidized that surface with the most honest patination I could possibly muster. Took about an hour to make sure that that oxidation looked appropriate for its age. This would be right around the 1920s. Very unusual, and look at how thick that silver is. And you can tell the contemporary silver, it's very thin, it's very flimsy, it's almost made like a tin can. It's not investment grade. This, however, is investment grade. Not because I own it, but because it's truthful. This is Navajo. Again, quite early, late 1920s into the 1930s, but look at that amazing mellow green turquoise stone with that speckle of yellow matrix. Love the stamp work on these. I could lose my mind. That's for a larger size wrist, around a size 7-inch wrist. And again, I did find one more bangle that I made. I was unpacking college stuff for my potential move, and sure enough, I found this. I did make these in 2002. Let me get in on that artist signature so you know how I signed my earlier work. Here we go. It's got the VS in a triangle, the 00 for 2000, and there is my JMA script signature. So there, if you ever see that VS in a triangle and then a little date letter or a JMA, script signed. Yep, that's the way I sign these. Solid lucite, green crystal, and sterling silver bezel cups, and look at that high dome. I made these to look like rock crystal, like Hollywood glamour rock crystal bangles. Absolutely love this. It is going to be for sale on Tuesday, and officially, this is the last one. I thought the last one I sold at the last sale was the last one. This is officially the last. So if you missed out on the last Jason Adams bracelet from 2000, here you go. 25 years old. I still can't believe I did that 25 years ago, and it looks like it could have been made yesterday. Quite incredible. Here is a 14 karat gold peridot and diamond necklace. Comes on the chain. Again, comes in that gorgeous presentation box. And look at that luster of that stone and that dark velvety yellow green. I'm going to pause and reload this box. Well, I decided to switch it up a little bit. Here is just a very small sampling of the items that I got on consignment. Absolutely incredible Victorian locket on a wonderful Victorian chain. Another incredible cannonball border locket, solid sterling silver, Birmingham, England. Look at the little sparrow's hand engraved. Ah, an old coin converted to a drop pendant. Does that say 1785? Let me get my loop. Let's see here. Yep. Oop, 1787. There we go. Glad I got my loop. 1787. That is an original 1787 coin that was soldered into a watch fob. Really magnificent. Absolutely love this. Oh, a horse compartment ring, anyone? Solid sterling silver, custom made, and oh, the expression on that horse. Need a compartment ring? I got you covered at the sale. Now, there's a ton of these. And I shouldn't say a ton when there's only, let's see here. There's only, look how busy my hands are. And again, thanks for putting up with me out there in YouTube land. 6 of the most incredible early Chinese silver and enamel rings. Look at these babies. They're all adjustable, like they should be. I would guess on these, they could be as early as 1880. They could be as late as like 1920, 1930. Most of these are signed on the inside with very early touch marks. And look at that one. I will tell you a little secret. I had a ring similar to this. I listed it on eBay. I sold it for $185 immediately. So these are going through the roof, but they're not going to be priced that much at our sale. I told the consignor, I said, we have to give some great, great deals. And that's what we're known for at the Bully Run Coffee, channel. We're known for deals and making sure that such collections find a home out there. A beautiful charm bracelet. With Native American themed charms, a totem pole, there's like a wishing well, there's some sort of, is that a horny toad? Is there a thing called a horny toad? I sound dirty saying that. Here's a scarab or a random beetle, a beautiful drum, tom-tom drum, absolutely wonderful. A bundle of sticks, and then look at the quiver with moving arrows. I have yet to see that one in a long time. It's the quiver and the arrows actually move back and forth. Great, great bracelet. And it'll sell with this single Chinese little house, this little Chinese house, and it'll sell with that. This is exceptional. Look at that. It's an earlier cameo circa 1880, 1890, and then mounted around 1915, 1918. Silver mounting, but look at that absolutely haunting cameo of the lady with the sparrow and that big urn of fresh flowers and that kind of balustrade with the festoon in between. I loved how diaphanous her scarf is and her handkerchief. Look at her hat and her little face. The detail on this is exceptional. So if you're looking for an unusual cameo, that is for you. And then I think I'm going to bundle these 3 sterling rings together. So if you like those 3 sterling rings, an eternity band, kind of a faux engagement ring, and this stone that I just dropped, those 3 will go together. This I did some research on. Yugoslavia, Serbia Kingdom, and it was the order of, I think it was Saint Sava, S-A-V-A, and that is wonderfully early presentation metal, likely 800 silver. Let me pop that out of there. It came with that chain. And I didn't want to separate the two of them. But look at the enameling, 1883. Incredible metal. But see, here's the thing. When that comes into an estate, I took everything. I just said, I'm going to take everything. We're going to sell it all. We're not just going to sell part of it. We're selling it all for you. And it's an honor to work for this family. And I hope they watch this preview and Jeremy's preview. We appreciate your trust. We thank you so much. And I'll be transparent. They actually had come to my estate sales for many, many years. And that's the way I got the phone call. And they said, would you be able to sell our relative's items? And she lives in a different state than Ohio. And I said, most certainly, absolutely, we'll sell them for you. 2 sterling silver Siam bracelets. These are very small in size. So let me fair warn you now, they're for a very small wrist. And that is a matched pair. So there you go. I would like to try and keep those together since they had been together for that many years. I was going to sell them separate, but at the sales, you know how we roll. If it doesn't go together, then we can separate them after that and try and sell them separate. I really love this brooch. People have been calling this green jade. Don't get me started. Let's not go there. I'm not here to correct anyone. I'm just here to say you're wrong. This is the horses. These are sterling silver. I think this one's silver plated. That is a wonderful sterling silver necklace. And look at the single charm there. But these were sterling, and I loved those for a bundle. 3 bracelets that go together, and then sewing scissors with sterling handles, and then 2 very early stick pins. One is a Victorian cameo, and one is just a jade. That could be gold on the findings. Let me switch this tray around. Look how industrious I got to be. I decided to stop pausing the videos, and I said, I'll just load each side of the tray and then filter them in. I'm a problem solver. These are Victorian coral. Everybody's been asking me for a strand of these, and I said, you know, in my collection, I'm down to 4 strands, and I didn't want to sell any of them. So I said, unfortunately, I can't sell any of mine, but I'll sell you these that came in on consignment. 2 strand, very early coral. Extremely early, not dyed at all, natural color on those. We'll sell these 2 together, the filigree pendant and the filigree bracelet. This wonderful sterling silver brooch, flower brooch. It is signed as I trip over the word brooch. Native American cuff bracelet, very unusual applied orbs across the surface. Wonderful, wonderful. If you love Native American, we got you covered. Stuart Nye, there's this cuff bracelet, Stuart Nye, and then these 2, I was going to sell these separate, but the one does have a seam separation where the one pine cone was pushed through. So someone had tried to adjust this and broke the outside of the bracelet. See that seam separation there? That's a problem. But I'm going to sell these 2 together. If you wear this just as it is, it does not matter. But I thought those looked really beautiful together, and I liked the undulation of the pine needles and that kind of mirror image. So for Stuart and I, we'll sell those 2 together. And look at this compartment, this filigreed fish from China. Wonderful turquoise eyes, and I really love that he opens with that little compartment on the inside of that articulating fish, again on a gold-plated or gold-filled chain. Wonderful ID bracelet. These are getting more and more popular now. Do you remember back in the 80s when there was that craze of ID bracelets? There was just that absolute craze about them, and then it's died out until now. It only took 45 years to become back in fashion, and it's just getting started. You know, it's just getting started. This is it is 950 silver, so it's higher than sterling, from Tosco, and wonderful link system. That does lay down right. There we go, curb link. And a wonderful early kind of, I think they call that the sister hook, because it's like the bypass becomes a heart and then it closes like that. So I think they always call that, well, old-time antique dealers will call that the sister hook. And then you just spread it with your fingers. You just go like that and it opens up. Solid sterling silver, 950 silver. And then these bangle bracelets. Who doesn't love a stack of bangle bracelets? I said, with the way they're engraved and the way they're carved. I said, yes, be right back. Does anyone need a giant kilt pin? I got you covered. This is silver plated. My friend Jody gave me this the other day to sell. So I'm selling this for my dear friend Jody. You'll remember him from my videos, but I'm going to sell this for him and give him the money. But it's this magnificent large kilt pin. That's just glass and it's silver plated, but look at the thistles. And it's gigantic. Yeah. I told Jody, I said, please let me sell that. He was delighted. Ametrine 14 karat gold pendant. Wonderful 14 karat gold and diamond pave, wonderful omega pendant, and then look at the Victorian specimen brooch, 9 karat gold around there, gold plated or brass pin, but low carat gold around the outside in the bezel. Look at that wonderful banded agate. I almost said baguette. I almost combined both words. I should just start my new vocabulary. The English language, according to Jason. This is in a dirty box, but I can't do anything about it. Look at those turquoise. Absolutely wonderful sterling silver. So if you wanted silver, we didn't forget you. And there is the large amethyst, completely faceted, 360 degrees. Look at that baby. Oh my gosh, the color of this. Those are tiny little diamonds, comes on a gold chain, solid 14 karat gold. And it does come in this fitted pouch, but it comes in a box as well. Which, by the way, people would say, well, what does the box matter? If you're giving gifts, it does matter. I am going to save a grand finale. Let's just load the box this way. And again, I appreciate you joining in. A tiny gold ring in a very early antique box with a little J on it. That was me as a baby. In 1900. I'm going to sell these together. I decided. Very small scale cuff bracelet. Let me try and fix this one. This is a child's bracelet, so let me try and fix this one. Oh, I got it. Yep. See, the silversmith in me will always fix things. And people say, why are your hands so dirty? Why are your hands so dry? Well, first of all, mind your own business. And second of all, I use my hands as tools. I've said it before. I can't believe I just got so sassy. I think some people, they come for the jewelry, but they stay for the show. So what can I say? It's not going to change now. It's been the same way for 51 years. But this is sterling silver and turquoise. And look at those stones. I think that little baby was probably replaced. Yeah, I would think that was probably replaced. That does not look original, but okay. So you get that one, you get that one. This is a larger size. That's about a 6. This is a child's bracelet. And then look at the ring. You get this tiny little ring, but look how early. Navajo. So you get those 3 together. Why? Because I said so. A wonderful 14 karat gold watch. Oh, I'm going to run out of time. I said I wanted to make this a half hour. 14 karat white gold watch. Let's show you these gold rings. Then you're going to have to come over to, you're going to have to come over to Jeremy's for the information on these. Look at those calibrate cut sapphire in 14 karat solid gold. It's an eternity band. That's a very early one. Circa on that one, 1930, 1940. All genuine blue sapphire, absolutely gorgeous. If you didn't want the all sapphire version, I'm still in love with this one. 14 karat gold. I'm still in love with this one. If you didn't want the all sapphire, here, let's step it up a notch and space it with amazing early diamonds. Single cut diamonds, calibre cut blue sapphire, gorgeous construction. And look at the azuring. How delicate that azuring is. I do need to get these cleaned though. So hopefully in the meantime, I get them cleaned. I might do these 3 together. I haven't figured this out yet. No, I know someone's going to want that separate. That's 14 karat gold, the horse head with the lucky horseshoe. So that has got to sell separate. Oh, I got to do a little research on this one. Sometimes these are real and sometimes these are not. There we go. 1800s gold rush. California gold. Sometimes they're real and sometimes they're not. That one's not looking so good to me. This one is gold and it is some sort of probably like a service pin of some sort, but that's definitely gold. And then look at the little tiny gold. It's probably a class ring. Oh, let's see here. Oh, it is a class ring. Let's check this out. Oh, and it's an old one. 1921 HUS. So I don't know which HUS, but it's U and then high school. So 1921. 1921. Tiny little graduation ring. Oh, the energy on that one. I kept this in the bag for a reason. So this came with a note, and as an appraiser with all antiques, I've always told people notes aren't always right, and I don't like to fight or dispel family lore, but this time I have to do it. Ellen Johnston from the estate of Mary and then it looks like McCutchinson, Aunt Ella's garnet ring. So that's a very early note that came with this ring. And unfortunately, these are not garnets, they are glass. So these are actually glass stones, and you can see the wear pattern on those. So there's a learning moment, not only in a sales preview, but I always love to educate as we go. Those are glass stones made to look like ruby. So those are actually, and they're not synthetic ruby because they do not glow under UV, but those are 3 little natural seed pearls. That's a lovely Victorian ring though. Circa dating on that one, 1890 to 1900, but that is solid gold. Beautifully done, and I love that the prongs are all there. A lot of times these are really broken up and very, very broken up, almost scrap gold at a time, or I should say, when we find them. All right. Oh, a diamond solitaire from the estate. This is all the estate stuff. And by the way, in the estate items, I decided to do at least 7 very unusual bundles of costume jewelry. So if you love the bundles, we did not forget you for this vault sale. There are at least 7. I have got to look at this diamond off camera. Oh, with my loop. Oh, it's a European cut and it's so deep. Oh, it needs to be cleaned really well. Oh, and there is a separation in the band. It's solid 14 karat gold. Let me show you the little seam separation. Right here at the side, I just caught it. Right there at the side, there is a seam separation, okay? So you're gonna wanna take this to a jeweler and get that soldered. Not a big ordeal at all. And plus, if this is not your size, they can reshape this whole thing. But yeah, that's just a little tiny break on the solder seam. It's okay. Things happen, and you could see that someone loved this, but look at that antique mounting. Check out that European cut diamond. That is a big dazzler. I love this stone, and that's it dirty. So watch when we bring it over to the sale how beautiful it gets. This one's 18 karat gold, and she had these dogs, and I think they're Saluki or Afghan hounds, but I think they're Saluki. I think that's what she had. It's marked 750 right there. So this was custom made for a person that loved their either Afghan hound or Saluki. I worked at the veterinary clinic and they were like a unicorn. They were a very rare breed at the veterinary clinic, just like my bull terrier was. He was like a little unicorn. Zito is like a little unicorn. And look at that. Does that have a name on the collar? If that has a name on the collar, I'm going to go crazy. Someone loved their dog so much. Those are little rubies. Look at that for solid 18 karat gold. And even if you don't own a dog like this, isn't that such a beautiful, inspired by the dog, the design is just amazing. That does kind of take my words away. This is gold. It is a cultured pearl and diamond. And look at that beautiful chain. Let me make sure the chain is gold. And I can fine tune these pieces later at Jeremy's. And if I make a mistake, I can correct myself there. The chain is gold filled, and the pendant is, I like to tell everyone no from time to time. I think the pendant that's at least 10 karat. Oh, and it's really thin at the joint. Right here is really thin. Do you see that? Look how worn down that is. It's going to be okay. Oh, look how worn down that is. Be very careful with your jump rings and your bails. Learning moment yet again. Straight out of the vintage collection, vintage consignment. Look how thin that is. Be very careful because if you wear that just a little bit longer, you could be missing your heart. All right, gold-filled chain, gold pendant, gold-filled Hamilton watch. Needs some fixing, 14 karat gold. Amazing screwback 14 karat gold earrings. These always sell out every single time we bring them, and people have been begging us for more. And these are also gold. I will double check the stones in these, and those are half pearls, but these are definitely gold. I'll check the carat on those and make sure that we are solid gold rather than gold filled. And let me move this over because this is the grand finale, and I need to go after this. So this is the one piece that is out on my desk, and then wait till you see the next few pieces. This is 12 karat gold, and she is a gorgeous lavalier. Look at the box. Absolutely exceptional. I love this cameo. Look at her face. That's solid 12 karat gold all the way up the chain. It is marked 500 and has all the little export marks on this and the chain. Wonderful construction. And look at that lavalier. Hand carved shell cameo. Wonderfully set in solid 12 karat gold. Let me show you the grand finale. I'm so glad you waited. Oh, I could talk about these forever, but I'm going to make it quick. Exceptional, antique, genuine, amethyst, antique, almost green gold, and look at that luxurious mounting. I am all about the presentation of a gemstone. This is so thick and so robust and so beautiful. And look at that color zone that runs right across the amethyst. That cutter wanted to make sure that everybody knew that that was a natural amethyst. I love the color zoning. I love that dark shadow that runs across the stone. Very lush, very luxurious, very royal. It just reminds me of wealth and royalty. The color of the stone, it's cushion cut, it's very large. I could talk about that for another 45 minutes. This is the beautiful Recuerdo, that's the way I say it, Recuerdo band, a Victorian sentiment. I would say this is very, very early, possibly 1830, 1840. There is the gold mark on the outside. It is a rose gold, worn down over the years, but such a sentimental and wonderful, wonderful band ring. That's incredible. Another large aquamarine. So if you got left out of the fun on the other aqua, this one definitely needs to be cleaned. I should have dusted this off, but I didn't think about it. It's got dust underneath the stone that drives me crazy. But look at that architectural 14 karat gold mounting. That is late 1940s. It does not get any more retro than this. And look at it on the hand. It is magnificently large. It is more pale than the other one, than the other aquamarine, but look at that for an aquamarine cocktail ring. I loved the stone and I love the mounting. It was a tie on both. And to find a 1940s retro mounting, and you're getting my old box with it as well, to find that, very, very difficult to find that big of a stone in a retro mounting. Speaking of retro, and you want jade and you want giant diamonds, solid 18 karat gold. This came in not too long ago. I said I wouldn't sell it, and here it is. I said, nope, I'm bringing it. And look at the buildup of that mounting, almost like a wedding cake of diamonds. All right, I went over by 7 minutes, so now I'm just going to show you two more, the sapphire and diamond and the ruby and diamond cascade. Yes, I'm bringing them because everyone said, could you possibly bring those to a sale? You ask and I'll do it. These are incredible rubies, and look at the cascade effect. Solid 14 karat gold, and boy, oh boy, when you want a classic sapphire and diamond ring, come on over to our sales. You won't be disappointed. And I couldn't leave the lovers of costume out. A gigantic Eisenberg solid sterling silver fur clip. Every stone is original. I didn't want to fuss with them. I didn't want to replace the ones that were a little yellow. I want my things to look their age. This is late 1940s. Solid sterling silver and absolutely Eisenberg original. One heck of an incredibly important and beautiful piece. And I just can't believe I'm bringing that to the sale. Look at that, the way it's crafted. Absolutely amazing. And the grand finale is the fantastic investment grade 18 karat gold, internally flawless diamond, and green Mikimoto cultured pearl necklace. Retail online is through the roof on these, but I'm going to beat it by a mile. Look at that incredible pearl. Absolutely stunning. So if you're looking for one of the most timeless gift ideas for the holidays and you really want to wow someone, diamonds, 18 karat gold Mikimoto, and a wonderful gold chain that it's on. So I hope this inspired you to come on over. We've got everything: diamonds, pearls, rubies, sapphires, incredible, fabulous gemstones. Don't just shop like a millionaire, shop like royalty with huge discounts. Come on over Tuesday night and join the Bully Run family. We welcome all of you in. Thank you so much for your time today. And again, here is the information. This was the partial preview for the sale on November 18th at 7 p.m. It is going to be one heck of a sale, so we appreciate you watching. We appreciate you sharing out our channels. And again, please go forth with peace and kindness. You know how I do it. I love you because I do.